hit that subscribe button now. All right, guys, we're going for as many subscribers as possible today. Turns out I'm actually 7 days behind where I wanted to be. I wanted to have 4,750 subscribers, but we don't have that many yet. So I'm actually starting off the year already behind. So I got to work really, really hard to catch up, or we got to get a lot of people to just hit that subscribe button. So one way or another, hopefully if you guys do your part, then I won't have to work as hard. All right, guys, let's get this money. Gold and silver. So we'll wait for a few people to come in. And nobody. All right, guys, let's go. Come on, guys, let's go. So yeah, gold right now, 44.54. So I'm sick of seeing gold in this range now, stuck between, 45.50 and 4,300. So yeah, we could be stuck in this range for a while, guys. That's one possibility. Between 43 and 4,500. So there's a, about a $200, $250 range that we're just stuck in. And I'm thinking it could form into a wedge. And then obviously the breakout should move higher. Because that a breakout higher aligns with the fundamentals. And it just makes perfect sense. So yeah, we could, so I'm thinking gold could come down here, pull back down to about, 43.50, maybe even lower, 43.30 even. And then we could come back up and then down and then up, then down, and then break out to the upside within a matter of weeks. So we'll have to just wait and see. It's just a matter of time, guys, before the next big breakout on gold and silver. And that is going to be exciting when it does break out. It's always exciting to get a large breakout, see the precious metals skyrocketing. All right, guys, come on, share this video. We got one person in here. Let's go. Pump it up. Share the video. We got 3 now. 3. All right, guys. If you want to get rich, this is the channel for you. So glad we got 3 people in here. I couldn't do it without you guys. We'll take a look at the markets. So the markets actually closed not so well, okay? The Dow Jones was down 466 points. Oh, we just lost a person. We're down to 2 people now. All right, guys, got to keep fighting, keep fighting. Don't give up. The S&P 500 is down 23 points. And oil is down. Gold is down. So, yes, gold and silver are down, but so is a lot of stuff today. The Dow Jones is down almost 1%. And how much is gold down? How many percent? Does anybody know? Anybody? Anybody? Gold is down 0.92. The Dow is down 0.94. So gold and the Dow are down pretty much the same amount. Interesting, huh? Not really. No. it's not really interesting. Just means they're both down. It means it's a bad day for gold, bad day for the markets. Dow ends over 465 points lower in retreat from record territory. Yeah, the Dow was doing really well yesterday. Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur. So yes, let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Here it is, guys. We'll show you the Dow. You can see we hit a record high, and now we're pulling back, okay? But you can see the overall trend is generally higher. And I believe that the Dow Jones will continue to climb higher in 2026, at least for the first quarter and the second quarter. After that, we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to reassess the situation, let you guys know what's going to happen at the time in the future. But right now, we're going higher. After half the year's over, we'll reassess. But it looks like we're doing good. Gold's going to be going up. Stock market's going to keep going higher. And oil probably going to keep moving lower. So I think the best trade is going to be oil coming up here. So at one point, you know, what you want to do is you want to look at your value of your precious metals holdings in relation to other assets. You want to look at your silver in relation to the cost of a house, the cost of a business, the cost of property, the cost of land, the cost of other equities, okay? Look at the price of silver in relation to oil, okay? When silver gets ridiculously overvalued compared to oil, then it might be time to sell some of your options on silver stocks and buy oil stocks, okay? In other words, there's going to be a great transition. We're going to be able to make a lot of money. And I mean a lot, okay, guys? Oil is the way to go. If you believe what I'm saying, then join my Patreon. If you don't, then go away. You know, I want people on here that are serious about making money. None of this people that are half-assed. One day they want to make money. One day they don't. One day they want to get rich. The next day they don't. I don't want to help you guys. I want to help people that are deadly serious about getting rich. Okay? You got to be dead serious if you want to join this channel about making money. Yeah, buddy. He's not in France. No, I'm not from France. But I can tell that you are. Guys, hit that like button. Do it for the muscles. Let's go. Hit the like. Ask me questions about investing questions. Come on, guys. Ask investing questions. Let's go. Damn it, we just lost half our viewers. That's a big letdown. But remember, guys, you got to keep fighting through it. All right, guys, when you want to start a business, it's not going to be easy. All right? And look at that. Here we go. There's a question we got. 22-25 here in Holland. We have had snow for the first time in years. You probably would laugh if you saw the state of the country with 20 to 30 snow from Alaska. Well, yeah, it's funny that you guys are getting a little bit of snow in Holland. And you probably don't know how to drive in the snow because it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to drive in the snow. Your favorite oil play since Venezuela was taken? It's Petrobrazil. That's the best oil stock that there is, I think, period. There might be other stocks that are like meme stocks and garbage stocks, penny stocks that are going to go up more, but your most safe, secure oil stock is going to be the Petrobrazil. And that's the best one I'll tell you on here. If you want to get more, you got to join the Patreon for the real ones. Okay? Petrobrazil is the garbage. I give you the real stuff for the paying members, okay? But if you're not willing to become a paying member, just go with Petrobrazil then. You should be all right. Chevron, a good play. No. That's too expensive. It's overpriced, overhyped. It's in too many funds. Okay, yeah, it's in too many funds. There's people buying it that don't even know. That's a sign of a bubble. Okay, I think that Chevron is trading as if the price of oil was much higher. So, but Petro Brazil is trading at a fair price. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if Chevron or BP or Exxon Mobil or Shell. Those are all garbage. The best one out of the bunch is probably Occidental Petroleum or Shell, because I think Shell has the best dividends. But yeah, most of the oil stocks are already overbought because they're in funds that people don't even know that they have them. I'm talking about oil stocks that are unknown. These are the ones that people don't know about on my Patreon. Okay? But no, Chevron I think is one of the worst. You'll probably triple your money, but that's small potatoes. You know what I mean? That's peanuts compared to other oil stocks. I've been through oil bull markets before, just like I've been through the gold bull markets. You know, how do you think I know how to pick these gold stocks or these oil stocks? Because I've been through an oil bull market and I was investigating the stocks and researching all these years. Venezuela makes sense. Are there any rare earths or metal companies in my radar in Venezuela? No. I don't look at anything in Venezuela. I don't care about Venezuela. It's just what's hot in the news right now. I don't look at what's hot. I look at what's reliable, what's safe, what's going to give us the most profits long term. Venezuela's hot now, but who knows what's going to happen. And who knows how it's even going to affect these companies. But do you buy mostly physical silver or more on a stock market? I would say physical is better. You know, I'm not going to tell you what I do, but I would say that the physical would be probably better. But in my opinion, you should do both. Yeah, you got to get the physical. You got to get physical silver. Do you remember me? Blaze, X-Blaze. No. But yeah. The physical metal is very important, guys. Get this money. Come on, guys, give a donation. Give a donation to the channel. Help the channel grow. Got blueberries. What up, Doe? Donation. How about get a job? I'm a full-time YouTuber, bro. This is my job. What do you think I'm doing on here? Think I do this for my health? I teach you guys how to eat healthy, how to buy the right stocks. So there you go. Let's get it, guys. Get this money. Hit that donate button. Lame excuse. Well, it's not really a lame excuse. I told you guys on the Patreon all the stocks that would skyrocket, and then they did. I wanted you guys to get rich. You know? Who else cares if even cares about you? Let's get this money. Hit that donate button. What stocks are performing best? Highcroft Mining, I Am Gold, all kinds of gold stocks. But you got to go on my Patreon. That's what I charge for this information, guys. You think you're going to get the best information for free? Typically, no. Typically, no. Some of these big players, they'll give you a couple good stocks, but that's it. You know? So that's what I do. I'll give you a couple good ones for free, and then you got to join the Patreon for the rest. All right, guys. You got to get your side hustle going, okay? Get a side hustle. That's what YouTube is for me. It's a side hustle. That's good. Blueberries. How am I feeling about Shiba Inu? I always feel good about it. Shiba Inu is going to be a high performer. But right now, it's a low performer. So I like it. You got to buy them when they're low performers, and then you sell them when they're high performers. You know, you ever heard that before? Warren Buffett, buy low, sell high. And I'm not even a big fan of Buffett. But Buffett has been known for buying silver, okay? And I think certainly he's got a ton of silver, but they're just not telling you. Just watch Tino if you want real info about YouTube stocks. Tino. Is he in on gold and silver too? Was he telling you specific gold stocks to buy 2 years ago? Tino. Who's Tino? Let's check this guy out. Let's investigate this guy, okay? Tino. T-I-N-O. See who comes up. God doesn't bully people, dude. God has annihilated entire groups of people. God has killed everyone. Remember Noah's flood? All the people were evil. And he says, God doesn't bully people. Yeah, God doesn't bully people. He annihilates the evil people. He kills, he destroys, you know? God is someone you do not want to get in his way. Okay, my music Gen X? God bullies people. But maybe you were defending me. I don't even know. Oh, he was talking to Survivor. Okay. I think I totally misread that situation. Do you give money back if stock you suggest doesn't perform? No. And I'm not a financial advisor. But yeah, you should have been in on this stuff a long time ago, dude. You're just getting in now on this channel? You're just joining my Patreon now? You're a little late to the game. You're late, but you're not too late. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? He did the flood because of fallen angels creating unholy giants. Well, the Bible says that he did the flood because everyone was evil. You're just reading the book of Enoch, which was not even in the Bible. They took that out because of a lot of scriptural inconsistencies. So the book of Enoch, some parts of it may be true, but other parts may be embellished. So the book of Enoch is not in the Bible. We don't go by that. But there were giants. People did used to be larger. Were they larger because angels came down and mated with humans? I don't think so. I think they were just bigger because they were bigger. And over time, people got smaller because of genetic variation and isolation and a changing climate. The larger humans, many of them died out, but many of them were also hunted down. In the past, there were lots of species of giants, though. Yes. They have tried to hide the giants. They don't want us to know about them. But they're there. They found skeletons of giants. They used to put them in old newspapers. And then I think that, the Smithsonian, they said, we want people to believe evolution. We don't want people believing that humans used to be bigger and used to be stronger and used to be better. We want people to believe that people are getting better and getting better. The fossil record shows the opposite, that we used to be bigger and stronger in every way. So they have taken out giants from history. Whenever they find these giant skeletons, the Smithsonian comes in and snatches them up, and they're in some basement somewhere. Yeah. If they join the Patreon now, they're probably in for the best year to come. 2026 is probably going to be the best year. 2025 was good. A lot of my gold stocks went, and they did well, and my portfolio skyrocketed. So now I'm kind of sitting pretty, feeling good. But at the same time, I want my YouTube channel to grow more. But yeah, if you join the Patreon now, it's just $10. You have no excuse. You must be really poor. You don't want to take any risk, if you don't do it. You have to overcome your fear. You can say, yeah, I should get into investing, but what if I lose money? Well, what happens if your life just keeps going on as it is and you never get rich? Then you're never going to experience being able to travel to faraway places. You're never going to experience the many things that money can bring. Okay? Telling you guys, we got to get rich. Hit that subscribe button. And what is the best thing that money can give us? We can afford proper medical care. If you have money, you can afford medical care. You can live longer. If you have money, you can buy healthier foods, so you can live longer. If you have money, you're not going to be stressed out by money problems. You know that stress ages you? Money can eliminate a lot of your stress. I tell you, I was way more stressed out when I was broke. Okay? Way more. Now I just have a little bit of stress because I know I got all that money in case I need it. If I need to go to a doctor, I can afford it. I can sell this chain and say, I'm going to sell this chain. You can give me my surgery that I need because maybe I tore my bicep. Maybe I got bitch tits. So I need to sell my chain and have them give me surgery. Okay? There's all kinds of situations, dude, that you will need money. All right? Hit that subscribe button now if you're into making more money, if you want to make your net worth grow. All right, guys? I found out if I won a house tomorrow. I hope you did. Find out if I win a house. If you won a whole house, dude, that'd be sick. I'd go to work and be like, yeah, guys, I just won a house. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. That's how I feel when I talk about my stocks on the Patreon. It's like, tell the guys at work, yeah, guys, I just made 100K. It's like nobody cares. It's like, and nobody even believes you. And they're all scared to invest. They can see me make money, but they're still scared. It's funny. Some people just do not invest because it's out of the norm. But what is safe? What is in the norm? That's going to keep you poor. Okay? Look at it. What's a normal way to invest? Your 401k. How much taxes are you going to pay if you cash out early? Well, you're going to have to pay like 35% in taxes, dude. That's not smart. Okay? People typically take the investment that they are encouraged to take because institutions want them to take that investment. You got to be different. You got to join somebody's Patreon. Get into some different investments. Okay? Because let me tell you this. The majority of people, the majority of investors are going to get slaughtered. All right? With what's coming up. Most people are going to get slaughtered. You have to invest in alternative things. Like physical precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and even palladium and copper, I believe. Yes. We should be investing in copper too. All right, guys? Copper to get rich. I think if you invest in copper, in the next 5 years, you can make 5 times your money. Copper could hit 25 bucks because of how much money they're going to print. You guys can't, a lot of you can't see 2 days out in front of you. I can see the next 10 years in the United States, and it does not look good. Guys, you have to be able to be forward looking, forward thinking. Otherwise, you're never going to get rich. You got to be able to predict what's going to happen, okay? Just like I predicted that gold was going to go up. And I helped all of you guys get the right stocks. So now we're making tons of money, you know? But yeah. All right, guys, what else? What else? Topaz is getting to the moon. Ryan, the chain is worth $9,300 because John's owned it. It's currently valued at $87,000. Thank you, dude. Thank you. My Music Gen X coming in for the rescue. He's pushing these haters away. He's making the haters walk. God bless you, My Music Gen X. May God bless you. One of my biggest supporters, just some random dude that I met. Turns out he's into gold. Well, he's into, you know, different things, investing, building wealth. M2 money supply is at all-time highs. Yeah, you do talk about a lot of the technical things, and you're very smart and knowledgeable. That's why I'm glad we got you here. Yeah, and it's going to go higher too. And it's going to make a risk-on environment. In 2026, the biggest thing for 2026 is going to be the interest rates come down, and it's going to create risk-on environment. You got to get that risk-on, okay? Gold's been going higher, and we've been in a risk-off environment. Imagine when it becomes risk-on, gold's going to go to 8,000 to 10,000 within a couple of years. Why would you doubt gold? If gold already went from $20 an ounce to $4,400, so gold has already doubled so many times. Why would you think it's not going to double again and go to 8,000 and then go to 16,000 and go to 32,000? Okay? Gold will go to 32,000. You got to get that through your head. Gold's going to skyrocket, bro. How many of you guys you're invested in Nvidia and AMD, but you don't have any gold? You don't have any silver. And silver is the raw material that all these companies need. But yet you don't like it. But these companies need it. And you don't like it. You say, no, I don't like that. Why? Why? Because somebody told you when you were young. They said to buy stocks, to buy index funds, to buy mutual funds. Somebody put it in your mind. Maybe it was your 9th grade economics teacher. Maybe it was your college professor. These people are fools. They're educated in a traditional system. That means they don't know anything. Okay? A lot of the ideas in your head have come from people that don't know anything. They just repeat what they've read in their college books. Teachers really don't know anything. That's why they teach. They don't know how to do anything. But being a teacher is still a respectable career. Okay? Yeah, buddy. Gold is doing absolutely nothing. Gold is at 44.53. It's flat. For every dollar I have in stocks, I have in other assets. Yeah, so he's got stocks, he's got paper wealth, and he has other assets too. He has real physical assets. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of gold and silver, but he has actual physical assets, which is very, very good. Okay? He says silver overvalued. No, silver is undervalued. Gregory Mannarino says that silver is the most undervalued asset in history. And I say the same thing. Silver is the most undervalued asset in history. As soon as silver breaks out of a massive cup and handle, oh, it's overvalued. I don't think so, buddy. Silver's not even close to being overvalued. You could say it got a little bit hot, so it needed to correct a little bit. But we've had the correction. Silver went down to 71 bucks. That was the bottom. Okay? Now, what's silver up to, guys? What's silver up to, guys? 78. I wish it was 80. But, yeah. Silver is $78.18. We were just at 71. Now we're at 78. Guys, where do you think we're going next? I think we're going to 84, 89, 92, 105, 137. Guys, we're going to keep moving higher. I ain't even worried about it. Nothing stocks are good. You wear a fake gold chain. How much did you buy today? You bought none. Silver is definitely undervalued. I think if we adjust for inflation, silver just now, we're adjusted from 1980. Yeah. So, you know, if you adjust for inflation, silver should be at 196. Okay? Because the Hunt brothers pumped it up. If you were to get that same price, inflation adjusted, yeah, silver would be $196 today. So that's why I say we're undervalued. Silver has way, way more potential. Okay? It can go a lot higher. You guys that say it's overvalued, you're going to stay poor. The only reason that people say it's overvalued is because they never bought any. And they failed to understand the fundamental market dynamics that are happening with silver right now. They fail. You fail. But it's okay. You live and learn. Okay? I've made so many mistakes in my life thinking that something was overvalued and then it went way, way, way higher. So, why are you ignoring me, big bro? I'm not sure. I don't look at all the comments. I try. Blueberry pie. No, oatmeal. I was having some oats and blueberries. Oats are very healthy for you. Okay? So the higher the cost of silver makes the cost of production to use less silver go up. Makes the cost of products that use silver go up. Well, yeah, but the good thing is that it doesn't take much silver to put in a phone. Okay? So let's say your new phone costs 500 bucks. How much silver do you think is in there? Probably like $2-3. Okay? So let's say if the price of silver went up, it doubled again, and then all of a sudden you got $6 in your phone. Doesn't matter. The higher price of silver is not even really going to affect the cost of goods and services. Okay? Barely. It doesn't even affect it. In theory, it would, but products don't use that much silver. There's a lot of silver in products, but each individual product does not use that much. It doesn't, okay? So yes, the rising price of silver will not really affect the cost of electronics. Do you understand? I think I just explained that about freaking 3 ways, so if he doesn't understand, I can't help him. So, love some good oatmeal. Oatmeal is very good. Very good for building muscle too. $48 at ATH in the 1980s is $150 in today's money. I heard $196. Okay, my sources tell me $196, and someone else that I follow closely said $185. Okay, not $150. But even so, even if it is $150, I'm not even going to argue with you. Silver should be $150. You know, at least. And now we have a real shortage. And back in 1980, there wasn't a real shortage. The fundamentals are way better now than ever. Okay? So this guy don't HIF at 300K. He does. Yes, I do. I don't know what that guy's talking about, but I do. No, he don't. It's the... he's saying drugs. We can't talk about that. That'll cause us to... Yeah. If anyone says any drug-related words, we do a 24-hour timeout now, all right? My Music Gen X. Any kind of like really bad words, just give them a freaking 24-hour. Because we can't deal with these haters anymore. They're doing dislikes. It's really suppressing us in the algorithm, and it's causing a lot of problems for my channel. So if anyone uses any bad words, cut them off. All right. And yeah, a lot of people are going to leave because they like to stir things up a bit. Silver now $78.17. $78.17. That's a good price. Now I know it's sad, but we should be higher. But it'll get there. Don't worry, silver will get there. It will go much higher. Yeah. I don't want to get shadow banned, guys. What do we got to talk about, though? Anything important? Looks like we're up to 35 viewers, so we're actually getting a little bit of views now. But we really got to bump that up to about 50. We got to get 50 viewers in here. I live gold. Gold member. He's a gold member. That was the movie with Austin Powers. Gold member. That was a good movie. Higher reps are coming. Oh, higher highs. I was thinking about working out. That's why I said higher reps. Plus, I think the other day you said to do 30 reps or something. No, that was my other moderator. Yeah. He said to do higher reps. And yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should do higher reps, high rep sets. But we'll see. But yeah, the viewers are going down now. We only have 24 viewers in here. So that's not good. Not good at all. We've had 758 views on this live. Most people just come in and then they take off. They don't want to be rich. Homeboy lost the Pokemon hat and went full ostrich. Wow. January 27th, 28th is the next Fed rate decision. What's your call? Thanks for helping me stay on task. Okay? Thanks for helping me stay focused. My call is they're going to lower it by 25 basis points because that's just the most obvious thing that's going to happen. Because they have been doing 25 basis points. I highly doubt they're going to jump to 50. So yes, they're going to cut the rates. I think they're going to cut them, and then they're going to cut them again, and then again, and then again. They're going to do a lot of rate cuts. That's one of the reasons I'm bullish on gold, is because I believe they're going to cut the rates because they're going to get unemployment rising. Okay? Yeah. Rising unemployment. That's also something that I predicted. So, yeah, there's that. My predictions are coming true yet again. But I would expect them to. So guys, yeah, we have 795 views on this video. Let's bump that up to 1,000. Let's get it up there. Will these rate cuts further push the gold and silver up? Yes. The lower the rates come down, the lower the dollar should go, and then the higher gold and silver will go. So I expect silver could hit 120 in the first half of the year, the first 2 quarters. So that's a move you don't want to miss out on. You know, you don't want to miss out on those massive profits. You got to really be forward thinking. Okay, think about what's going to happen in the next 6 months. Well, we're probably going to get about 3 or 4 rate cuts. So gold's going to probably go to a new record. When gold goes to a new record, silver's probably going to hit 100, 120. And and it might go straight up in a straight line. Okay, we're gonna go straight up to 120. It's gonna be crazy. Venezuelan situation, yeah, me too. I'm investing in oil right now. I've been buying oil stocks for about a year and a half, 2 years, and I just got to get more. You got to keep getting more. You got to get as big of a position as you possibly can. Okay, your position size is everything. If you only have 2 ounces of silver, how much money are you making right now? You ain't making much. But if you have 200 ounces of silver, then you're making some good money. Okay, so it's all about your position sizing. You got to buy oil stocks. You got to keep on buying them, and you can't stop. When you get in on a good asset that's cheap, you got to keep on buying it. Okay, and of course people will say, well, it's cheap for a reason. And yes, it's going to become expensive for another reason. Okay? But yeah, that's what the negative people, they say, oh, why would you buy oil stocks? Those are cheap for a reason. Just tell them it's going to become very expensive for a very different reason in the future. If you can't see it, then don't try to discourage me. Tell your friends, do whatever they want to do. Say, don't discourage my view of the future, because I could be right. And you could be wrong. All right? Your friends will try to keep you poor. If you're buying oil stocks, they're going to say, oh, those aren't going to do good. Oil's going to stay down. It's down for a reason. There's a reason oil's down low. You know? So you got to learn to listen to yourself. Right here. Listen to your own mind. But don't listen to your subconscious mind. You got to listen to your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind wants you to stay poor. It wants you to not do any work. It wants things to be easy for you. Your conscious mind has to become stronger than your unconscious. Okay? You don't want to be controlled by your subconscious mind or your unconscious. You want to be controlled by your conscious mind. So, why do you deleting comments then mod? You better have a lot of money talking like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, talking like what? Like, yeah, I'm an investor. I do stocks, cryptos, gold and silver, dividend stocks, options, and that's it. I don't do anything else really. You know, physical copper, silver, gold, nickel, stuff like that. Sabian, what's your comment? Shave the head. Yeah, I need to shave my head. Give you $2. Thank you. If you give me $2, I'll take it. We got 897 views on this so far. We're coming up, guys. We're coming up. Come on, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Subscribe today. Don't get banned, MFs. Watch yourself before you wreck yourself. I said something like that the other day. I said something like that, yeah. But shoot, guys, yeah. We're doing well. We're doing well. Doing very well. Party on. Jesus is watching the chat to behave. In Jesus we trust, yes. Jesus is the only one we can trust. The Bible says trust no man. What does that mean? Well, it means you shouldn't trust Elon Musk, for sure. You shouldn't even trust Donald J. Trump, our boy. Yeah, you should not trust Trump. So only trust God. That is it. Because every man will deceive you. Almost everyone will deceive you. Okay? Party on. What about you? WBU. What's that mean? What about you? So yeah, gold is basically done. It's it's time for it to close. So here's gold. We'll check it out. There's the last month. That's the record high. This was a big correction. I noticed these, the Gengar ears. The Gengar ears mean we're going back up. So there's the up. And now we're consolidating again. And I think it'll consolidate, and then eventually it's going to pop back up to a new high. All we have to do is get above here. That's it. We're this far away. Guys, this is how far away we are from a new record high. Once gold hits a new record, expect silver to explode. Okay? I wish we could fast forward and just have the explosion right now, but we can't. We gotta wait. Okay? It sucks. I know. We gotta wait. It takes time to get rich. It takes a lot of patience. And like I said, most people will sell their silver too early. Why you're going to sell too early? Because they're going to shake you out. They're going to make you feel like holding on to your silver is the most risky thing in the world. You have to ignore these people. If these people are trying to get you to sell your silver, you got to ignore it. Okay? 3 rate cuts this year, or 4. I'm thinking 6. 6 to 8, somewhere in there. Because you remember, I think we're going into a recession after like half the year. And remember, rate cuts are always accompanied by a massive recession. Okay, I show you the Fed rate cut chart. Every time the Federal Reserve cuts rates, there's a massive recession. Okay, and so I think when we hit that recession, the Fed's going to cut even more. Okay, so I think the second half of the year, the Federal Reserve could cut rates more. And they could actually do bigger cuts too. They could do 50 basis point cuts. If we all of a sudden, the stock market starts to drop, they're going to do a bigger rate cut. And that the stock market will be an excuse. Like, oh, look, the stock market dropped. We are going to lower the rates. And they'll be allowed to do it. But the whole reason the stock market's going to drop is because they're going to manipulate it lower. And they'll say, no, now that the stock market's down, let's cut the rates. And then everything's going to go crazy. It's all just a game, dude. That's what so many people don't understand. The stock market is all controlled by the insiders. It's controlled by the market makers. It's controlled by the news media. They're influencing the public. Okay? It's all just a big scam. But like I said, we can make money. We got to make money. Money isn't real. Yes, it is real. Why do people say that? Money isn't real. Paper currency, it's invented by the government. It's fiat, money by decree. It means that the government gives it its value. Is it real? Yes, it exists. It lets you buy physical items. You can use paper money to buy real items. Money is real. Yeah, it was an invention by the government. They took us off the gold standard. And now we use paper. The paper is not real money. It's real fiat. It's real currency, But it does buy real things. So XAU final boss. Money isn't real. Who gains by cutting the rates? Who gains by cutting the rates? All the insiders that have lots of stock. And they buy option calls like Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. The government gains because they're allowed to keep the system going. They have to cut the rates to be able to print more money. Yes, it's the Federal Reserve. They want to print more. The main winners are going to be the politicians that take advantage of these major moves. So yeah, the main people that gain are going to be like politicians and Donald Trump, Trump's buddies, other foreign leaders that are in on it too, stuff like that. But we're going to be the winners too, because we know what to buy, right? Gold and silver and oil. That's what you buy during times of inflation. Gold, silver, and oil. That's what I've been saying for 3 years, guys. And now it's starting to come true. You know I'm right because the price of gold just doubled. And the price of silver just went up to $80. So you know I'm right about this inflation stuff. We're going to have way more inflation, way more war, okay? Update from China Goof, sir. They have dreamed silver as national defense material and the prices will only increase. There has been a shortage for 5 years running of silver and it has increased. Yes. There's been a shortage of silver for 5 years. Now I think it's going to be 6 years. And then it's going to be 7. And that's going to be 8. And then you're going to see silver go up and up and up and up and up. This is a no-brainer, dude. You got to get some silver. Silver will be up more, yes. Silver has got a lot of positive days ahead. Silver is going to go way higher, way faster, okay? Silver is going to blow your minds with what it does. Your minds are going to be blown. 3,500 tons shortage. Yeah, the shortage is growing. And now that retail wants more silver, it's only going to make the shortage worse. Because I think retail is waking up. Silver is the poor man's gold. So whenever you get inflation, people start to become afraid that their money is going to lose value. They buy silver. Okay? And what have I been saying, guys, for 3 years? Silver and Shiba Inu. This is Shiba Inu. And as I always say, I was right about silver. You guys really think I'm not going to be right about Shiba too? Yeah, I'm going to be right about Shiba Inu, okay? So silver, I was right. Shiba Inu, I'm going to be right too. We're going to make a lot of money on Shiba Inu, okay? You guys don't believe it. But when it happens, you're going to believe it. You know, your whole mind is going to be flipped around and you're going to say, why didn't I buy Shiba Inu? It happens every time. It happens thousands and thousands of times. So you might as well just load up on Shiba Inu now and then just have it on your books, have it as an asset. And then when it goes up, I'll tell you when I'm selling, you know. Retail hasn't even started buying yet. Just wait. Yeah, that's what I think about retail. I think that most retail is still in on NVIDIA because look at the price of NVIDIA. It's still super high. You know, most retail is in on a lot of other stuff. And retail is going to be the last ones to buy silver. Right now, the smart money is buying silver. Who is the smart money? Well, it's a few small traders like myself. It's also some bigger traders. It's also the banks. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. Okay? These guys are buying real precious metals. The smart money is going after the metals. Because they know that gold is going to break out against the Dow. Gold has been losing value against the Dow Jones, but now something's flipped. It's changed. Gold is going to start to beat the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, okay? Gold and silver are really the best places to be right now, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We got 4,719 subscribers. We got to pump those numbers up, guys. We got to get one more. Come on, guys. Can we get one more subscriber? Come on, guys. Let's go for it. Somebody can do it. Somebody can do it. This is where we're at, 4719. Can somebody do it? Somebody help us out right now with this number here. Somebody. Big banks. There, we did it. That's funny. Now watch it go down one. But yeah, thank you. Somebody just subscribed. You made my day, bro. I don't know who you are, but you made my day. Big banks play the long game, so they won't dump silver unless they find a new mega silver mine. Even if they do find a new mine, it's going to take, like a mega mine, it's going to take years to start to develop it, you know, and to actually pull those resources out of the ground, get them refined, and bring them to market. And, you know, it's all going to be called for anyways, you know. As soon as frickin' Tesla finds out major silver discovery, they're going to contact the company and say, we want to get access to your silver before you put it on the markets, you know, and they're going to do that. So even if they do find a whole bunch of silver, you're never going to see it. These companies are going to be buying it up. Okay, they're going to be fighting for it. Because if they can't get enough silver, they can't make their cars, you know. Buy cryptos. We are going back to gold standard very soon. That's going to give certain cryptos value. I am a holder of cryptocurrency, okay? I have a lot of cryptos. But cryptocurrency is still only a small percentage of my portfolio. All right? I think you should have a lot of gold and silver, and then you should have your stocks, 0 bonds, and then your crypto. And you should always have cash. All right, guys? Last time I checked, the most silver producing mine ever is in South Africa, and it's almost run dry of silver, or is expected to. Yeah, they're gonna find all the easy silver. Silver is gonna get way more scarce. You can see the price running up now. You know what's coming. They're not pulling as much silver out of the ground. Um, Obviously, these mines, when they're mining, they go after the easiest silver first, so that they make the most profit. But what happens when all that easy silver is gone? What are they going to do next? Well, they have to spend more money, more resources to try to dig deeper and to try to explore more. And that costs money and that takes time. Because of the purity, we have a lot of silver other places, but it's low quality. Dude is saying nothing. Silver is going to at least 130 by spring. Yes, I think so. 120, 130, somewhere's in there maybe. Very possible. But we got to see gold make a new record high. Okay. Mine low quality and costs a lot more. Hey bro, what's the best option to stack silver coins? Bars or both? I would stack silver 1 ounce rounds, 1 ounce coins. So they're just like, yeah, 1 ounce rounds, like the buffalo rounds. You can get all different kind of rounds, and that's what I would do if I were you. All right, guys, I would start stacking some 1 ounce rounds. If you really want to, you can buy some 10 ounce bars and kilo bars and 100 ounce bars. But really, your best bet is 1 ounce rounds because those you can easily barter with. If someone wants to sell a car and you have, you know, let's say you have a 100 ounce bar and someone wants to sell you their car, you can't just give them the 100 ounce bar. But if you have 1 ounce rounds, you could just take out 6 or 7 silver coins and trade those 6 ounces of silver for a car. Okay? Treat yourself to something nice. Thank you for the advice. I will look into getting some. Yes, look into picking up some silver and some gold. But if you don't want gold, it's okay. Just get the silver. If you just buy the silver, you'll be fine. You don't really need to have gold. If you got the silver, you're covered. Okay? All right, guys. We're doing good. Let's check out the physique now. Let's see how we're doing. Coming in pretty good. Doing good. You lifting tonight? No, I was going to lift tomorrow, but we got to get more viewers, so why not, you know? All right, guys, we're going to show you how to do the curl. That's called the hammer curl. Check this one out. Now, notice how my elbow isn't really moving. It stays there. All right? That's how it's done. Gold is better, but 25 times the price. It's like 60 times the price. And this is how you can do your shoulder raise. This is called the side lateral raise. True. Gold is better. Yeah. Okay. Coming in good, guys. It's coming in good. Just had shoulder surgery. Can't wait to work out again. Yep, you got to take a rest. Rest that arm. It'll recover. Have a 1,000-ounce bar for years used for a doorstep. Now I am thinking it may buy a house. Yes. Yeah, you should not use that for a doorstop, okay? Someone's going to steal that. I have a feeling if that was real, someone would have stole that a long time ago. It's probably not even real. And I'll tell you, most 1,000-ounce bars are fake, okay? I mean, a lot of 1 ounces are fake, but really the 1,000 ounces are fake. If you drill into them, that's how you find out if it's real. So yes, a lot of 1,000-ounce bars are fake. I have seen them personally. I go to someone's house. They say they have a 1,000-ounce bar. I take one look at it and I say that's not real, you know? Did he take creatine? All right, guys. I got to get going. Have a good day.